Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot nanny. Holy snapping duck shit.
There you go. I did. Sorry, people. Good evening. I forgot to unclick a button, kids. I must be really in holiday mode, mate, today. I'll start us off. I thought, kids better remember to kick in a sec, and I'm laughing, thinking he'll forget to go, and then it starts to wind over again. Too much holiday mode. Welcome, people, to another night with Trackside with Kokpit, episode 3 for the season for Trackside with Kokpit, not the team specials, not nothing, but brought to you by Vasey Engineering and TWS Technical Welding Services. That's Lala and Paul. Thank you so much. And, of course, our good friend at Repco, Mike Harvey, who helps out everybody around Speedway with the Repco Huntley store. So thank you for that. But mate, yeah, wow, it's getting closer. Only a few more sleeps, and everybody will be on the road if they're not already on the road, kids.
Oh, definitely 100%. And for those who have just tuned in as well, my good mate who joins me, looks like he's sitting in a familiar shed that we used to back in the early years of us doing our show.
Yeah.
But he's actually down in the bottom of the south. Last week he made mention he wasn't going to make it to the NZ Superstock Team Champs. He's down there with our good friend Jace and the Pits TV down there at the Invercargill, aren't you, Books? You're down there for the big Burt Munro.
I am. I'm down here at Invis for the Burt Munro. It was very, very good. Very good. Actually, I found a place today. Jace took me to a place today for a bit of a feed, which was good for a breakfast. The old, what did I say it was? I've even forgot the name of it now. Oh, there it is, the pig station. What a place to eat a feed. Even makes you sound hungry saying it, doesn't it? The pig station. Got to be full of bacon. And when bacon goes with everything, mate.
So you've been down there for a few days. Obviously, it's a lot lighter at night. You got to get used to that. But
Mate,
you're not just down there for the motorbikes. You're going to be involved with a bit of pre-season Super Rugby as well.
Yeah. Jason's taken us over to Queenstown on Friday, where he does and covers Moana Pacifica and Otago, I think it is.
Yeah, Highlanders,
But yeah, the Highlanders. But mate, the bikes are starting to roll in down here for the Burt Munro. Of course, big thing, we've lost one of the 1NZ Sidecar boys tonight because he has to get ready for the Burt Munro himself. So that's unfortunate, but that's okay. We don't mind. I'm sure we'll get to talk to him again at some stage. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's all happening down here, mate. I'm pretty excited. Still excited for teams as well. I just felt I needed a break this year to have off. Sometimes a break's as good as a rest, isn't it? So, yeah, I'll come back to it next year. But this year, it's all about the Burt Munro for me. Not to say we probably won't stream it on Saturday, Sunday, but yeah. And I'm sure that I've seen impressed with, as you said to me, kids, we're very impressed, aren't we, with the artwork that's going around of all these teams that people are changing their names and stuff to. It's pretty cool and exciting, isn't it? You know?
Oh, definitely. The graphic where that's been popping up around the social media, to those who have put that artwork together, kudos to them as well, because you can use it as your profile, your banner picture. You just see it. The TAB have released also the favourites and whatnot. Everything's out there. And I tell you what, if you've got a bit of spare coin, think about throwing $1 or $2 on a team. But otherwise, I'll see you down there. I'll head down on Friday and yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. After seeing the draw last Saturday, I was at Huntley commentating over there. My mate Gabe was back with me as well, and good to catch up with him. And yeah, when I saw that draw, I thought, wow, this is like the team of rivals.
Mate, and that's it, isn't it? I mean, Bruce Robertson couldn't have been any happier with that draw, and to the idiots out there that go, it's rigged, pull your heads in, for goodness sakes. Seriously. Um, you've got, you look at Atkins, and you think to yourself, he's got every rivalry perfect in it. Because you've got your Eagles, Auckland, there's a bit of a rivalry there, Busters, Rebels. I mean, how long has that rivalry been going on for, mate? And then you got Panthers, Giants as well. The fun group with nothing happening, that's all going to be an easy group, or for someone, is Scrappers, Lions, and Hawkeyes. They've been sort of left out in the cold, haven't they, amongst all of that? It's like, man, we've got nothing to talk about in our group, but we'll just go and get the job done, all you three teams, and see which one comes out on top. But mate, when you look at that, those rivalry, it just ups it, doesn't it? It just gives that, and you know what's going to happen. Remember the year when there was the big fight between Rotorua and the Bay Park, and they came out on the track, and one of the bodies came off one of the Rotorua cars, and the Buster car drove straight through it. I think that got the biggest cheer of the night, and it was just a body. You know what I mean, mate? I mean, what's going to happen when these guys hit the track, when the Eagles and Auckland hit the track, or the Giants, the Panthers hit the track, or, mate, it's just going to be out the gate, isn't it?
Look, there you go. Jason's watching. You said he would be. Where you books here, Jason? We're going to call him. He's a dicker. Mike, mates, unfortunately, I won't be coming through on Friday, and I know Sparkles, Bears Hunter's going to be out there on the go-karts, but Mike, you and Bears enjoy yourself out on the go-karts. I'll be, time you start racing, mate, I'll be sitting in my motel at Ashbury with the Busters and getting ready for a big night dinner, and then I'll head out and catch up with the All-Stars and everything like that. So, sorry, mate, I won't be there. But I suppose we should get our guests in. We've got quite a bit on the show for tonight. How are you, Lars? He's in the country. He's in Harweda. He is in Palmer. Yeah, I will do. Eagles All-Stars might be the race of the weekend. There's a lot of key races.
That for me quickly is, this is the other thing, we're going to have this, everyone's going to have this anticipation, like Tracy said, Eagles All-Stars, it might be the best race of the weekend, and it might be just them all running around and be the biggest flop because they need the cars, you know what I mean? Like, this is our anticipation as fans for those races is going to go out the gate, and then if it's not as good as what we're expecting inside our heads, we're going to go, that was a dumb race. Because, and that's what we do as fans, mate. And that's the sad thing about it. Instead of embracing what we just saw and did, can you drop the brightness on your head? But he's had too many beers. He's already that fella. But you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just my thoughts. I think the anticipation, sometimes we get excited about it, and then we're like, oh.
Oh, so, hey, yeah. It is. Hey, we'll talk more about that. But, now he's put that comment up there. You remind me of Regan. Hey, the Hawke's mate thing.
Because right? There's lights. He's got a bit of hair on his head. He told me to put a hat on, but the hat that he told me to put on, I don't think is appropriate for our show. So, but yeah, it's all good, mate. It's all good.
All right.
Let's bring in Aaron now. I think I've even got hang on. I think I found something just before we can play. Oh, there is Aaron. So we'll give him the old. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah,
we are good, mate. Thank you for coming to join us. Obviously, one half of the two team. I know your mate in book said it, getting prepared to head down to where he is, down in Invercargill. But I suppose on behalf of all the fans out there, mate, big, massive congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we're super stoked to come away with the result on the weekend.
Tell us, how was it though? Considering... What was your focus going into the 2-day event, mate, before the inevitable happened? How were you focused, you and Sturgie, before you hit the key track?
To be honest, we were feeling quite good. We've been racing every weekend since the season started, mate. We're doing plenty of travel and stuff like that. So we were feeling fit, feeling the bike felt good. No, we were quite happy. Obviously, you're always nervous heading into the biggest event of the year, but no, we were happy.
Mate, how cool is it coming back? I mean, we talk about the support of that Wanganui club and the people around that club. And I saw some pictures. They had the big sign up for you guys in the meet at the Speedway garage. How special is that to you as a competitor, coming back to your own club and seeing that much support and appreciation for what you've achieved?
Yeah, it was crazy, mate. I didn't really have much of an idea of would be. I heard a rumor in the back seat from the boys saying that there was a couple of guys going to be sitting there at the pub there for us, but I imagined 10, not 50, 60. You know, the footpath was full. There was signs out for us, and it was blown away. And the amount of messages once we'd finished, I don't think my phone stopped vibrating until after the prize giving was finished. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Even some of
Must be
the like older people in the club, the legends that were coming out and saying thank you. Like Jerry made his way down there. It was cool to see him. Yeah, the guys that have been in the club that I've looked up to for years, and they all made the special trip down there. It was pretty special to see, mate.
Yeah, that's awesome, eh? You know, like, I mean, it must be an unbelievable feeling. You must be feeling very humbled when you get to. I mean, you've already won the 1NZ title, you and your buddy, and you come back to something like that. It must be very, very humbling, isn't it?
Yeah, it was crazy, to be honest. Leading into that final, we were last gate pick off it, and I was kind of hoping if we can get on the podium, I'll be wrapped. And then to pull that one there off, it all kind of fell into place for us. And the lap with the flag, it was awesome. We had all my family there, and my main man in the pits, him sitting there, I even made him cry a little bit. It made my night.
Yeah, yeah. Is that the guy we see in the back of all your pictures? Who's that? The older gentleman?
Yeah.
Is that who we're talking about?
Everyone knows him as Cudge. That's actually who got me into racing 15, 16 years ago. I got a phone call from my brother and said that Cudge was looking for a swinger. Would you like to have a crack? I said, yeah, okay. So I turned up at the track. We had about 20 minutes to get ready. He told me to grab here, and I'll yell at you at the first corner. If you're still there, we'll carry on. So that's how we started. And well, I swung for him for 4 years. We had a lot of laughs, a lot of good times together, and then I decided to buy my own bike and wanted to start riding. So we moved into that, and then a couple of years later, he decided it was time to hang the helmet up. He's just stuck around me after that, followed me around the countryside. I've dragged him from Auckland down to Invercargill, and to be honest, I'd be nowhere in Speedway without him. You know, he's taught me everything I know and looks after my bike like it's his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we would be buggered without him. I see other guys rushing around in between races trying to get stuff, either repaired or swapping gearing out and stuff like that. And to be honest, I get the chance to go and have a drink and catch back up with my breath, and then the bike's ready to go again. It's unbelievable what he does for me.
We sort of forget, don't we, Kins, about those people behind the scenes in the pits that they also create our champions that we see in front of us, the likes of Aaron here and Karl coming up. You know, there's always people in the background that it's not just the driver, there's a whole crew that create our champions. And then Aaron's talking about his band. I mean, that's someone that's been there his whole career. No wonder the guy shed a tear, eh?
Yeah, no, I was stoked to be able to give him a result. You know, we've been close a couple of times. I mean, the amount of times that man's driven me home from a meeting because we've been broken and we couldn't drive ourselves.
Yeah.
And he was quite happy to be able to sit in the back seat and have a few beers on the way home, to be honest.
So your mate, as we said, heading down to obviously where Booker is down in Invercargill, big event happening down there. What was it like for him, at the end of it all and everything? And I know the name's been around in sidecars for such a long time. What was it like for Nigel?
He was over the moon. So there was a bit of controversy the first time he won 1NZ. Long story behind it, but he never really got to celebrate his win. It was shadowed with a bit of stuff on top of it. And for this time to have a clean one, he was over the moon.
I'm going to ask the inevitable here. When I see these bikes out there and how close they are, and the competition is very, very, very tough. Mate, you guys live life on the edge because I know how these bikes work and everything like that. But, wow, I've got to give credit where it's due, not only to you and your mate on the bike, but to everyone that takes part in this particular class of Speedway. It's exciting. It's just, it's next level, eh? It's like, man, you guys must have some of the biggest kahunas going around in the sport, to be honest.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, it is adrenaline filled. Obviously, adrenaline comes with a bit of risk. It's where the adrenaline comes from, but I've been pretty lucky. I've had a few incidences, but to be honest, I've not carrying any long-term injuries, so I'm quite happy at this stage. And now I've ticked off that one big one that I wanted to tick off. So the missus keep telling me I can retire now, but I don't know if I can yet.
There's nothing like going back to back or something, Aaron? But I just want to talk about. We talked about before off air about you talked about how you thought it was a great job the actual Kiki tractor to get the track back for you guys, and I said to you, it's quite amazing how much people don't realise that the sun can affect the track as much as the wet can affect the track. And you have just talked to us about what you talked about before about how the bikes and the track and.
So obviously we can't have a lot of water on the track for us. It's too dangerous for us. So I do feel for the track guys. Obviously we're always chasing that perfect track, perfect amount of drive, just enough water, but not being too much. And with Kiki having to be finished by 9 o'clock, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So they need to start reasonably early in the day, and they did awesome. I mean, we did practice, and I thought it was going to be a long day with when the track started going off a little bit, but kudos to their track prep, man. They spent the time in it and they really tried. They hadn't run a big sidecar meeting there for a few years, and a lot of people doubted them, but no, I reckon they did an awesome job. They prepped it as much as they possibly could, and I really enjoyed it. The track held together nice. There was still drive in it at the end of the night. I mean, on the qualifying night, the lap record got beaten 5 times. So
wow.
Shit. Wow, that's impressive, eh?
Sounds like Auckland Wakaraka the night with the Salt Saloons, doesn't it? Gee, that's incredible.
Wow.
So a track putting on a hell of a bloody venue, and for that.
Yeah, when you're breaking that 5 times. So has the actual sidecar got the 1NZ official all on there and everything?
No, not quite yet. We got back into town on the Monday, and I rang my sign writer, and he answered the phone with, "I suppose you're looking for a new number, are you?" But I know those boys are tied up getting all the Warriors gear ready to go for this weekend, so I haven't put too much pressure on them. We're just hoping we can get it done before we head down south next weekend.
Right, so you got nothing planned this weekend. I know you got other stuff you got to do there on your own accord, and I know you're going to be watching the stream of the events, but that's your next event, so you head down south with the 1NZ on. What about for the remainder of the season, Aaron? What's it looking like? You got much more happening?
Yeah, we've still got a pretty full calendar.
Cool.
There's a couple of good meetings we want to head up to in Rosebank in Auckland. And we've still got the Karl Barrett Memorial. We're meeting in Wanganui. We really want to, it means a lot to me and Sturge, so we want to try and get to that one.
All right.
Yeah, there's in the background saying me and him are tied with four wins each for that meeting, so he doesn't want me to win this one.
It's so good. Mike's in there asked a question. I don't know if you can see it, mate, but he's asking, ask him how he enjoyed to sit and practice in the rain.
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that story, Mike.
Oh, okay then. we'll leave it at that then.
Oh, it was a little while ago. A few years back, we were heading south, and we had a miss with our bike, and I rang Mike in a desperate need, saying, "Mate, I need to have a lap to try and see if this thing's going to break down or not before we head away." And it bucketed down all day. And I rang him and said, "I'm pushing my luck, aren't I?" And he answered back. He said, "I've graded you one line, boy. You come in and have a crack." And we were chucking it in across the start-finish line to get round turn 1. That's how wet it was. But we were covered head to toe in mud. I couldn't see anything, but we worked out the bike didn't have a miss, so we washed it down, fired on the trailer, and headed off down south that night. So that's what he's talking about.
But I bet you that was probably the most fun you've had in a bike, isn't it? Chucking it in that deep in the rain and just going for it.
Oh, mate, we was smiling ear to ear. Not that you could see it with that much mud over us, but
hey, I think sometimes those things create the best memories and fun. When you sport, when you do things like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of Mike, that's another one of the legends of our track. He's the amount of time and effort that man's put in, especially on our track. Like, hands down, I would say that guy is an absolute legend of our track. He used to be knocking off not early from work, but he started work early, and he was finishing early to get there on Wednesday, Thursday, getting water into the track. And
wow.
my funnest memories about Wanganui is when he's been in there and prepped the track for us. So he's a legend, that man.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
awesome.
Mate, I'm thinking too, you're 34B, going to be 1 in Z, obviously. And there's one thing I've got to ask. That turn 1 and 2, how do you negotiate your sidecar with a whole lot of other cars? We've seen other class that unfortunately
Wongers.
wonkers. How the hell do you do that?
Yeah. So you mean our 3 and 4 then or how the tight
You're
end?
one
top-
and two. You're
one
3
and
and 4,
two,
yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Sorry, will be yes. Correct.
So yeah, I quite enjoy that corner actually. It's bitten me a couple of times. It took me a while to learn it, but yeah. When you get it right, she's an awesome corner. Actually, the first time when I was slinging for Cudge, I crapped myself in that corner. We come into that full noise, and he used to knock it over to the kneeler to scrub a bit of speed off, and I thought I'd done something wrong. I was waiting to be told off when we got back to the pits, but that was just his way of scrubbing some speed off to try to get rid of that tight corner. But yeah, she's definitely a lot of fun when you get it right.
Bloody awesome. All right, mate, we touched on it. A lot of it's been done with, of course, the family support. There's multiple hours done in the shed. We know that's a lot of prep into it as well, but there's also the other part, your family crew that support you when you travel around. No doubt some of them will be with you when you go down south, but the biggest part on what you do, a big shout out to all of your sponsors, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. The family, you're massively right there. Like my partner, she's we've got a young kid at home, 20 months old, and she's 80 weeks pregnant at the moment. So me being away every weekend is pretty hard on her, but she's a racer through and through. So I really got to say thank you to her for letting me get away.
Yeah.
Our sponsors, we've actually got quite a list, so I had to write them down so I wouldn't muck any of them up, to be honest with you. Starting off with Mike Zahn at Stinger Race Frames. He's the guy that he's actually built my frame. But the hours that guy's put into developing these frames and just the setup itself, and he's always happy to answer my phone calls, always happy to help me out, and he's one of the top in the sidecars in my opinion. We've got Heavy Towing on Wanganui, good mate of mine, Wanganui Towing, Display Associates, who's done my sign writing for years. I don't think there's many Speedway people in Wanganui that haven't had something from them in the past, and they do an awesome job every year. Simon Penn Building, he's been with me for a few years now. Loaders, which is my own the company I work for. They're awesome. They're happy for me to go away whenever I need to have some time off from work, and they're great. Connect Fast Systems, CNR Engineering, which is Sturgeon's work. They're really awesome for us as well. Edmonds Painting and Sharp Hayes Lawn in Wanganui here.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Nicely done, mate. Look, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Thanks for coming to join us. And what's that there, chair? Checked out. Go back, but tell your mate to go back just a little bit.
There
we go.
That's his performance part. So he's racking.
Oh, that's your man there that was behind you in the pictures, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, that's Kudgy there. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. I recognised him from his picture. He's just as famous as you now.
Tell him to come a bit closer. Come. I want to ask him a question. Just come and join us for a second, please, mate. Can you hear us? You can hear us all right?
Yeah,
you can hear us all right? Okay, cool. How proud are you of this young man with what he's achieved, honestly?
You got him tearing up already.
Yeah, that's it. Easy. That's it. Beautiful.
Well, the emotion says it all, mate. That says everything. 100%. That means a lot. Don't have to say any words. There's no words that can express that feeling. What you've done is create a memory forever, mate. So, on behalf of all your sponsors, your supporters, your family, congratulations that they just topped it off. So, well done, Aaron. We'll catch up again trackside sometime soon, mate. Safe travels down the South, but busy weekend here. All the best with that. Mate. Yeah, mate.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cheers, Aaron. There you go. That tells it all. Tells a story when someone's proud, and that's the reason they put so much effort in behind the scenes sometimes too, isn't it, mate? That man was very, very happy and proud of him, and that's cool to see. Awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. That's what makes it all worth it. And I tell you what, when there's a family that's got a name, with the surname Uhlenberg. They've been picking up podiums all over the bloody place. You know, we had a 1NZ not that long ago. He's got a big event to represent his club, and he's out there on the teens event. But also, we've bumped into Dad often, Vox, so he's a good sort around the bar and everything. We have a bit of fun with them lot. It's bloody good.
That's right.
I have been talking like good fun, mate. He's Carl. Carl, mate, how are you?
Yeah, g'day. Good, thank you.
That's good.
Congratulations, mate. You know, obviously they said it about 12 months ago. They did the initial congratulations, but this time you're backed it up with a back-to-back 1NZ, eh?
Yeah. Nah, it's pretty cool, Pretty special.
How special is it? Because you would have just been watching Aaron there in the motion with his dad, obviously towards the latter end, but this is something that's special, and for you to create what you've done in the Minisprint class, going back-to-back 1NZ, how special is it for you and the family?
Oh, it's unreal, definitely it's a privilege to carry the number, the one for one season, let alone two. So now going back to Pat, it's just unreal.
Yeah. Did you when you find out you've gone back to back, does it feel a bit better knowing that you've done it like back, because back to back's hard in any sport you're in to go one, you know? So did that feel a little bit more special, better to achieve that, or was that original one the one that you'll always feel is the biggest memory?
No, the first time winning it down in Palmy was definitely special, but I think this time round, second time round, winning it at Stratford, which is my home track, it was definitely hit home a bit deeper. So now, like having all my family and friends there was real special.
Awesome. It's it, kids. I mean, you got any competitor that could just chuck that one on and then keep it on for another season is you take your head off to, don't you, mate? I mean, like it's not something that in mini sprints, man. I watched you boys at Wongas. I think I spoke to you at Wanganui as well. But mate, those things around the Wanganui track are out the gate exciting to watch. You fellas, I can only imagine with. We watched them at Stratford, didn't we, kids, of the New Zealand Modified Champs that year?
Yeah.
Are you guys just on it virtually all the way right round at Stratty? Is there much lifting there?
For me personally, there's not. I'm pretty much foot flat the whole way around, and a little bit of break.
Do you think that home track advantage helped a bit, mate? You're saying, hey, because you're going, foot flat? Nah. Nah.
Well, you know what? I want to have a go now. Foot flat, that's me. Foot flat all the way, sideways, yeah. That's like, that's me. That's me.
Definitely, probably the home track advantage definitely helped me. Well, I've spun a few laps around Stratty now, so I've been racing the mini sprint class, so I'll be pushing 10 years, if not more than. So it's a little bit easier.
Yeah. All right. So, what's your as the car got the? Oh, of course, it's got the one. Is it just carries on, or has that changed the whole design? Has it changed, or you kept the same one?
No, it's all the same at the minute, but the plan is to chuck some new stickers on there and give it a bit of a freshen up, because she's looking a bit rough when you get closer.
Yeah, I saw that photo you sent me. Thank you for that. Anyway, I looked a bit rough. So where do you take the 1NZ to this weekend coming up, or are you heading down to the big show, or what's the story? What's the plan, mate?
No racing for me this weekend. Obviously, I'm going down to Teams Champs to watch my brother. He's in the Scrappers, so I'll shoot down there for the weekend. But in the next couple of weeks, I think we're back at Stratford for the King of the Mountain. So probably have another attack at that. I've won that a couple of times, so probably should give someone a go.
That's not fair. That's not fair. You turn up and goes, all right, everyone, we're racing for second. Okay, second or third.
It is gonna a little bit like that. Few other drivers have passed comment like, he's back again.
So the inevitable, what you've got and what you've been very, very successful at is, what's your goal, end-term goal? What do you see yourself driving in the future if you stick to that class? I'm thinking of something that's got a bigger engine, similar wing. Is that where you want to head to, or are you going to take that wing off and there's something just as fast that's a smaller midget or sprint car? What do you want to do?
I probably have peaked in the mini sprint class now. I've probably achieved everything that I've wanted to win. I've won all the big titles, so Yeah, going forward, don't really have too much of a plan, but I did have a go in Carl Hinton's modified a couple of weeks ago up here at the Superstock GP when it was here at Stratty. So no, that was pretty cool, and thanks very much to him for giving me the opportunity to spin some laps. It was wicked. So yeah, whether I jump in one of those or something different, sort of still assessing that at the moment, but I'd say there'll be something coming up in the near future.
What about just saying to your brother, next season, let's just swap?
Oh, nah. I've had to go in his car, and it's not for me, eh? Nah, those guys are bloody crazy.
But in saying that, though, you've had to go in a modify. What do you reckon? Is that a bit of you?
Oh, it was pretty awesome, eh? Like, it was probably similar lap times to the Minisprint, but just having that more power and a bit bigger car, it was wicked. It was real cool.
Well, I tell you what, someone that does a lot of support around the Stratford team who you're going to support, he sent me a photo. Troy's arrived. He says, check this photo out back in the day. Look.
Oh, no. I wasn't too impressed when you bumped that back up. That's in the past.
He's a good sort, but it brings out all the fun and everything ahead of the weekend as well, and obviously you've achieved what you can, and when your sprints are in the North Island only, you get a modified. Look, Mike Harvey from Repco Huntley, who supports our show, get a modified, eh?
I'd actually like to see that. I think you'd be a good part to that class, because, like you said, you've sort of dominating what you do in the mini sprint. Well, I think we've got a driver in the modifieds too, Kins, that's sort of really doing that too, is Brad Lane. So I'd quite like to see Carl go up against Brad in a couple of modifieds around the track. That'd be quite an interesting thing to see, I think, to be honest. Hey?
Yeah, no, that would be pretty cool.
Modifieds, Carl?
What's that?
Do you watch much modifieds, or you just on your own?
No, I do follow them a little bit. No, it's good to see them at the tracks when we're traveling around with the super stuff. No, go up and watch them, and they're cool. They're impressive to watch. Bit bigger than the mini sprint, so might be a bit of a challenge to get them around the track, but I suppose it's just the time.
Hey, on a serious note from Anthony Brown, serious question: any chance of a third one in here next season at Oceanview? Asking for a friend. Well, anything's possible, eh? Anything's possible, mate.
Yeah, anything's possible. I was just having a look at the trophy, and the only one to go 3 times back to back was Christian Hermanson. So, of
course, it
was. Him a run for his money.
Of course, it was.
Ah, there you go. See, there's a challenge for you.
Yeah. Did you see that, books?
I hope I didn't push it. I just looked over there. I thought there's huge buttons everywhere in Jason's thing. It's. I don't know. I don't think I've touched anything. So we'll see if his radio station starts playing something else.
But aside from all of the fun that you've enjoyed, obviously you're at the top end of the scale when it comes to the Minisprint class, and you're not too sure what you're going to do with your Ford goals. So what do you do aside from racing the oval tracks? What do you do for a bit of fun in the off season, mate?
Probably think far too many beers at the pub. Just sort of cruise around, eh? I don't really have heaps of hobbies outside of Speedway. I've got a Mark II Cortina that we try to get out. Well, during the summertime, we're pretty busy, but get that out for a burn around the countryside. So a few car shows and whatnot.
Yeah. Is it still column change?
What's that?
Is it still column change?
Yeah. No, she's still original.
Oh, wow. That's cool. That's cool. There's a guy next to me where I stay in Napier. They've got a couple of them. He pulls up all the time, and they're my old Mark IIs, and this is mint as well. I think, yeah. I owned one back in the day. Oh, that's what I learned to drive in. Actually, I learned to drive and get my license in a Mark II Cortina.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's why I asked if it was column. It was my mum's car. It got stolen 3 times and returned. They obviously didn't like
it. So I'm guessing with your surname, mate, are you behind a truck wheel for a living?
No. I tend to stay away from what happens down there. I do my own thing.
Oh, chair. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's something a bit different, eh, books?
Well, yeah, I mean, mate, you got to set your own path in life, don't you, Carl? And you choose and do what you need to do, and yeah, I mean, Speedway was inevitable. That was something that was probably in the blood. It was always going to happen, but driving trucks
Yeah, for
might not have
sure.
been. So, I mean, yeah, I suppose if you drive fast on the weekends, you don't need to be driving around all day, do you?
Yeah, never say never. Could end up down there one day, but yeah, just not right at the minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. All right, you've got a lot of people in here about sending comments. There's another Anthony Watcher. Congrats up the yes. There's a lot of Stratford fans out there as well. And I think it was only the other day, the boss lady at Stratford, Kim, had her birthday from memory. So
Yes.
I'm sure you can't hide from Facebook these days. Obviously, there's a lot of work in your shed, mate. There's a lot of prep that goes into this. And like we touched with Aaron earlier on, family and so forth and so forth. But your sponsors list, Carl, you're going to do shout out to some of them or all of them?
Yeah, yep, no. Yeah, a little bit like Aaron. I've got a bit of a list here because I'm a bit hopeless at remembering them. Obviously, Uhlenberg Haulage, Graham Harris Property Developers, South Taranaki Panel and Paint. Carl down there has looked after us from the get-go back in the mini stock days, so really appreciate his support. John Ray Insurance Brokers, Spark Metal Fabrication, New Plymouth. I've just jumped on board this year. So, Dougie there's done me a new kit, so you'll be able to get those new stickers on hopefully. Our Hair Collection, that's my sister. She gives us the fresh haircuts for the meeting.
Oh, wicked.
Gotta be looking good. Corey from Broker Mechanical, he's a bloody wizard, eh? He does heaps on our cars, both mine and Blee's, so he's definitely a big help. And Tim at Clark Performance, he does all the shots for us, so that definitely helps as well. Pekachi does is just outstanding. Then obviously there's Hartley's do the motor, so that gets us going along pretty good. And then yeah, just the crew that turn up week in, week out. Mum and dad, my sister, obviously my brother, Joe, and Tan and Ada as well. They're always there. So it's massive support from the crew behind the scenes, and definitely wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Awesome, mate.
That's
Look,
awesome.
I got to say, and congratulations once again on the 1NZ, but this is a big congrats from myself and Booker. I tell you why. Because where you are in the Naki, you've had the best connection we've ever had on our show.
Yeah. That's the first Stratford person or Naki person to have an internet go perfect and not stuff out. So you people in Naki need to learn from Gunnar.
No, Kim was good, but everyone else has been mediocre.
Yeah, I've just managed to get the broadband in, so all those other lot must be still on dial-up.
Hey, awesome, mate. Look, thank you for joining us, and we'll catch up with you and Palmy. No doubt the last word you want to say is up the Stratford, up the East, go Stratford, and hey, look, they're in there with a good chance. So we'll see you down there supporting the team, eh?
Yeah, no, definitely. Thanks for having me. Been good.
Thank you. Good fun.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Cheers, Carl.
Oh, awesome.
There you go. Another back-to-back champion in our sport, mate. It's becoming that they're all up there now, aren't they? They're all starting to, we're seeing more and more of it, to be fair, which is actually quite good because it shows the passion and drive that these guys have, to just keep going and getting better and better.
Yeah, definitely. You're right, Books. And we too, for the future, for that young man, just keep an eye on his social media. I'll keep you up to date. While talking to someone that's pretty prominent on social media, when she's in her stock, she won the under 23 title. And I'll just
yourself.
there you go. Done. He's got the button sorted. Clap. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yep.
Is it settled in what you achieved on the weekend?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a mean weekend. We've had a few weekends of bad luck lately, so it was awesome to finally be at the pointy end.
New car too, by the way, eh?
Yeah. I do have a new car. We purchased the 10G of Peter Rees's car that he built for the Robin Pratt. But we had a little wee mishap with that, so yes, I was racing my old car on the weekend. It's at the under 23s, but she brought me home in good faith, so I was stoked.
Oh, nice. Now you got a few fans popping in this year, and mate Rice just popped in. Hi from Dylan, Waynot, and the mighty Cody. So there you go. And Yeah, everything seems to be going pretty good for you, eh? And I remember what me and Books were talking about when we first met up with you and you came down to the Speedway garage. I think you're still in school, by the way, and you had a bit of a chat and everything like that. Many stocks, eh, back in the day? That was going back a few haircuts ago.
It was, yeah, it definitely was. Yeah, probably 3 years ago now.
Yeah, cool. Stock car's going good. You've done a bit of team stuff. You've done travel around the country and had to go to a few events. So what's next for you? What's coming up in the future, Ricky?
Yeah, we haven't got too many meetings left this year. Obviously, we'll probably do the King of the Arena. I think that's the last meeting of the season here. We'll definitely go back to Nelson. Love that track. It was awesome. So we're gonna head back there. We aren't going to the New Zealands this year, all the GP, expense wise and time off work just doesn't allow. So we won't be going there. I got offered a spot at the Battle of the Stock, which was pretty cool, I thought. But since we weren't going for the other two, we actually declined that.
That's a shame.
Time around. But no, we're definitely looking forward to next season and what it brings. I'd love to get to Christchurch one day, but I doubt the South's going to let any of the North win. So.
Oh, you never know. I've seen a few North Islanders take out titles in the South Island.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, anything's possible. If I go back to the weekend just gone, look what happened. The old girl come out, done you good, and you come away with their championship. So that's stock cars, eh? That's why they got bumpers and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Anything could have gone wrong in that last heat, and I was just fortunate to come from 22 and to win it, which was awesome. Everyone else was having their own little fights on the track or little things on the track. So, I managed to just sneak on through, which was awesome. The car showed great pace. It is up for sale. So get at us if you know anyone or if you're keen.
Yeah.
But I must say, the last couple of weeks we have had a little bit of bad luck with the other car. So the old girl saved us for a good couple of weeks now. It's rethinking putting it up for sale and just keeping it as a spare. So when one's broken, it doesn't have to bloody go hard to get the other one fixed.
Yeah. But, well, hey, it makes sense though, if it's doing good, like you say, and it's centre done good on the weekend. So that's cool. It's just got to have that backup, but you just got to balance it. Like you said, there's that work side of it. And do you spend much time in the shed? You yourself?
I've spent lots of time in the shed lately. I've been turning up to work half asleep, which probably isn't great. But we've spent heaps of time in the shed lately. It'll be another good few weeks in the shed now. All three cars have got something wrong. So, the mini stock had a little wee mishap on the track. We just had nowhere to go. Our driver Razza had nowhere to go, and someone spun in front and unfortunately took the front off the car. So that needs repairing. Dad's already into the side rail of my stock car yesterday and today, so it's had a new one put on, which is awesome. But we don't have any racing for a few weeks now, so I think we're pretty safe. I'll rip my motor out of my new car and get that sorted, and but it will be a big few weeks in the shed, I would imagine.
Unreal.
Did you say when you said you're travelling, are you going to go back to Nelson for that ladies event again, or?
Yes, that's the only one.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting sidetracked. People are saying what's Books listening to. I'm not listening to anything. It's just my phone was going off. I've now muted it because Jason's just trying to be cheeky. So
You're down another cargo. Yeah. You go back.
We'll be doing this year.
So, any rumours going around with the KB? Is it Cowboys?
Cowgirls, yeah.
Anything happening with teams?
Yeah, we haven't heard much lately. I think that's always the last meeting kind of thing of the season. It normally happens, but we haven't heard anything yet. I'm sure the managers and Bex and that will be sorting that out this year and probably onto that quite soon after teams, I'd imagine. But as you know, she's in the Panthers this year, so she will be hard out. So after teams, she'll probably be starting to organise what goes on there. I think there's quite a few keen girls this year, so we'll see what happens. We haven't had any teams racing with the Colts this year. I got the offer, but I decided that I had a new car. I needed to come to grips with it before I put myself in that position. So we haven't had any teams racing with the boys this year. Would love to have another crack, but when it's the right time.
Fair enough. Totally understand it. So when you mentioned Beck's name there as well, to be in that Panthers team, had a dream. Is that a long-term goal for Ricky to one day be in a super stock, put everything else aside and represent the club down there, either with the Mustangs or the Panthers? Wouldn't that be an awesome goal to follow what Bex has done, honestly?
Yeah, it would. I think expense-wise, Super will be a few years away, and confidence. I've still got a long way to go. I still everyone does get nervous, but I think I've still got a fair way to go yet before I get into a Super. I have had a go in a couple, and they have been awesome fun. Obviously by myself with no one else hitting me or anything. So, but yeah, I think
cool. I don't know.
But yeah.
Just got to ask these aspirational questions these days. Who know what the end goal could be? If everything works out, but you only can do obviously what finance can make things happen, make things work for you as well. I know you got merch, and have you got any more new stuff or anything available at the moment that's currently out on the market at this stage?
What have we got? We've got singlets, t-shirts, hoodies. We've got some on us, but if we don't have your size, we can always get them to order. They are like this.
Yeah.
Back. But yes, we've got all the pink range as well. Only in a certain few sizes, I think. But like I said, if we haven't got your size, we can always get them in for you. Just let us know. But yeah.
Awesome. Okay, you told us that you spend like 1 million hours on this year. That's where it all starts. Your family has a huge input because I see them all the time, and everyone's around you at race meetings and whatnot, wherever you travel to. But obviously there's that sponsor side of it. So you got a bit of a list there as though you want to do a bit of a shout out to them, Ricky?
I do. Yep, I'll just get it up because I'm useless at remembering everyone, and when you miss one, you get the message, you've missed me. That's never good because they're all important. So we have Metalfold. They've been with us since early mini stock days, right from the get-go. They did all our mini stock panels, and they still do any steel work. Head to them. DMR, Mum and Dad, obviously the whole lot. Royal Downs Garage, Motor Machinists. They do the engine and the mini stock, and they supply all our filters and oil for our stock car. Well, all the cars, I should say. So they've been with us from the get-go. The Egg Project, Pip and her team have been with us from the get-go also. She's been a long-term sponsor for us. Long Chill, he's been with us from the get-go also. That's actually my uncle, and he sponsored the seats in our cars. So very good sponsor to have. Argo Engineering, he does heaps of welding and anything that's needed on the cars. Wheeler Contracting, he supplies a lot of our fuel for us. Rees Race Cars, obviously, our cars are from there. So we take them there pretty much every week, if not every second week, and things get done. So big shout out to them. Hartley's, they do both stock car engines. They're identical motors. Both the stock car engines were done the same week in my two cars. Warren Anderson, he does all our starter motors. He's done a set of tyres for us this year, which is always good. Himatangi Transport, sorry, there is a few. Himatangi Transport, they did quite a bit of money for us this year. Technosol Construction, they've also been with us from the get-go. It's a family business of ours that is in Christchurch. Again, they've been a massive sponsor for us. Speakeasy Events, that's my mother-in-law's business. She does heaps of weddings and everything like that. So if you need anything, Speakeasy Events. Speedway Garage, TSW Mechanical does all our small stuff, cans, everything like that. Sign Fusion obviously does our wrap. Richard Crombie and Highway Takeaways, they're a new sponsor this year, so welcome on board, guys. It's been good having you. Charlie at South Foxton Motors, he's done a few sets of tyres for us this year, which is always good. burn through rubber pretty quickly, having three cars, two being the stock car and the mini stock. Track grip, they've just new last year, but again, just cash and whatever's needed. Subway Palmerston North, they feed us, Paul and his team feed us week in, week out, which is pretty bloody awesome.
Yeah.
Hessels Poultry, the Dyksters do us a good deal every year. They've been a sponsor of ours for 2 years now. Terra Civil, it's where I work. They've been with us since last year, taking my car out to the yard, and the boys have all had a look, loved it, so that's been pretty cool. City Smart Repairs, Ethan, he paints all our panels on our cars, which is also great. Paint's not cheap. Auto Shine does all our sprays, wash stuff for our cars and stuff like that. And just that's pretty much everyone.
Awesome. Cool, Les. You had a huge list of sponsors, so thank you to each and one of them, because it does. It means so much, especially in these trying times. Next week's show will tell you who our guests will be towards the end of the show.
Yeah, so I was just going to make a comment about that, kids. Yeah. People making comments about why we done this person, that person.
Yeah, we will be catching up with the winners from that particular event, all right? So we just had to focus on this at hand, and we will definitely be catching up with Ella and Jada next week. Thanks, Ricky. We'll catch you in Palmy this weekend, eh?
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. It's been awesome. One last shout out to all my crew too. The wheels don't turn without you. So
awesome. Sweet as Ricky. We'll catch you and the family in Palmy, eh?
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ricky. See ya. Yeah, just to reiterate there for people asking. So the reason there hasn't been a catch up with the 240s people is that the winner also the 240s is busy this week preparing for teams, and we try not to interrupt people's teams build up. That's why we do our teams build up 2 weeks out of the event, so that the final week is all focused for drivers that are in teams to focus on teams. They don't need to be worried about us and what we want to talk to them about. So just be patient. We do appreciate you saying, what about this person? What about that person? And we take it all in, and just hold fire. I think there's been a few times, Kins, where we've done the winners of Team Chance and 240s together in the same show. So just hold fire, and we will get to it next week. We do apologise if you're excited to see that, and just, we will get there.
Yeah, definitely. All right, talking to winners, he puts a lot of mahi into this, endless hours, and he's still got to balance family time and his own personal work life, but he also has to balance all the work he does for the All-Stars. It's the man himself, Ammz joins us.
I had the clap as well, boys. I had the clap as well, but I just want to mention something. I just chimed in halfway through the show, and I seen Karl. I hadn't seen him before, but obviously I recognise the last name there, Uhlenberg. And I tell you what, boys, doesn't he look like Blair Uhlenberg, man?
He's in the background listening to you.
We can just say he's the Blair Uhlenberg from Timu anyway. But man,
it's the same guy. It's the same guy in one, mate. He just changed his name tonight.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, I mean, it's impressive to see the Minisprint class going. It's been a while since I've seen those guys go. I think the last time I would have seen them was at Huntley, and that was several years ago. But they don't run them up that part of North Island anymore. But just to see the class still trying to survive down in the lower North Island. I mean, you wouldn't think that. You probably go back 20 years ago, they were non-existent down in Stratford and Wanganui and Palmy, and all the old guys of the class will say that Huntley and Kiki and Rotorua were the bee's knees of the days when that class first started. So to see the class still going, man, it's absolutely tremendous. Must give a shout out to my mate Nathan Jeffries. He races out of Palmerston North as well, racing a mini sprint. But yeah, I mean, what more can I say, man? Awesome to see the mini sprint class still going, and congratulations to Karl on getting the 1NZ as well. Probably take nothing away from my all-time favourite from that class. We'd have to go back to Sean Cook. He races a TQ.
TQ,
I remember watching him at Huntley. I think he went on to win that championship 4 times, I think, and he holds the record alongside Christian Hermanson, I think, which we all know he's in the sprint car now. So, awesome to see the sprint car class going. The mini sprint class still going. And how awesome was it just to listen to Ricky just moments ago, just the young lass. And I have to reiterate and go back to how awesome the Old Turtle ladies stock cars were at the 240 the other week. And they only ran the one night show, but I just think initiatives like that are just tremendous for our females in our sport, So, you can see the skills are starting to show now. It's the same that you see all the young girls coming through the mini stock class as well. It's good for them to be able to have their place to shine, man. I just think that's. I caught up with Brittany Carpenter at the 240s at the time as well, and I'm sure she'll agree in saying that. That one weekend itself, it's a time for the ladies to shine, put themselves in the limelight, forget about all the male counterparts, and they're the main game. But this is the time for the ladies to shine as well. So awesome to see, awesome to listen to Ricky just moments ago as well. But boys, I know you guys have been busy the last couple of weeks with the team's champs build up, and I can assure you, probably the content I'm about to blabber on about now is probably the last thing on people's minds right now, because it's funny to say, but I only felt like a couple of months ago, we were at Palmy last year for the team's champs. It's just come around so fast, man. But this race fans, this is the meeting that we all look forward to the most, man. That's the reason why they call it the greatest show on dirt. And unfortunately, my mate Brooks is down in Invercargill. He's going to miss out big time, even if the Hawkeyes win as well. But hey, that's his fault.
Don't you do that to me, boy? If the Hawkeyes win,
I'm doing it to you right now. I'm waiting for the song. Come on, play the song. Come on, play the song.
If the Hawkeyes win and I'm not there, mate, I am not going back to Napier. I just,
lights up the morning, another perfect day. The sunshine and the big sky of the day. No matter what we do,
come on, sing along. We got right back up and around somewhere.
Get us all together and we'll say, yes, we'll say, come on, play.
Hey, how's that? Hey, you got me started, mate. Now I'm homesick for teams.
Well, I had to rub it into you because you're on the wrong bloody part of the country. I don't know how you came to do that to yourself, but you've done it to yourself anyway, and that's your problem. That's your fault.
He's going to go put that song on Jason's radio station now. You want just
How do I do that, Jason?
He's never going to hear the end of it, man. He'll cook you up by tomorrow. But anyway, I trust the Burt Munro guys well as well. One day I'd like to come down and check out the Burt Munro Festival and see what that's all about too. Unfortunately, 1 year I'll have to sacrifice the same sacrifice you're doing now to do that. But that's one of my favourite movies, boys. The World's Fastest Indian, one of my favourite movies. One of my favourite lines from that movie is that Burt Munro, and I like to rub this into Michaela and all the guys from Invercargill, I always ask them, do you guys spell Invercargill with one L to save ink? To save ink? Maybe,
Jason's mate got a songwriting done on down in Invercargill on his van. And they spelled... spelled words right. It's an Invercargill thing. I think it's a spelling problem.
Maybe because we're all bounced up with technology now. When they type it on their phones or on the computer, they probably just type the L once just to save the physical effort of pushing it twice. So it's all good, boys. But all jokes aside, boys, we've arrived at week 14 and 15. We missed out last week. It's all good. I know you guys have been busy with the build-up for the team champs this weekend, but we've arrived back at week 14 and 15 of the Pokeno Auto Centre's Only Ammz Speedway Awards of Excellence, and we'll get my mate here to bring up the sprint cars, please, will you? The Alan Waking medalist for sprint car racing excellence. These guys haven't been racing the last couple of weeks, actually, so haven't really scored those guys at all, but we will run through them quickly just to reacclimatise ourselves where they're at. Jonathan Allard, still your leader there on 72. Jacob McIntyre in second. Caleb Montgomery there in third. Rodney Wood, the Woodman, up in fourth. Joel Myers Jr. rounding out the top five. Daniel Thomas, Zach Sokol, Ryan O'Connor, Keaton Dahm, and Gus Dawson. Rounding out the top 10 for the Alan Wakeling medalist for Sprint Car Racing Excellence. Moving on now to the Tony Carberell medalist for Super Saloon Racing Excellence. We have a new leader at the top. Well, he's not a new leader. He's just reclaimed the lead. 2NZ Chris Cowling had a great showing at Waikaraka Park on the weekend. But, man, those Americans, there's something else, boys. I'm sure you guys would have seen the videos of Jason Figure and those guys. And I look forward to seeing those guys run right against the wall, if not through the wall at Palmy this weekend, man. Those guys are so just so good, man. It's just awesome to watch. Grant Flynn demoted there to second. Ashton Osborne, he's been doing great things in the Debbie the Webster series, up to third. Steve Flynn in fourth, and Mark Osborne, your current New Zealand champion, rounding out the top 5. Damien Orr, Craig Cardwell, George Crawford, Thomas Stanaway, and Brendan Sharlin, rounding out the top 10 for the Tony Carberell medalist for Super Saloon Racing Excellence. Moving on now to the Peter Rees Award for Stock Car Racing Excellence. No changes at the top between Daniel Burmeister and Sam Wright. They hold their positions in first and second. Clinton Cheatham up one there to get the Mugu cowbells ringing. Josh Mulcahy from Palmerston North down there in fourth. The 1NZ of Caleb Island up there in fifth there to round out the top 5. Harley Robb, Rebecca Barr, Asher Penn, Jaden Dredden, and Troy Cleveland to round out the top 10 for the Peter Rees medalist for Stock Car Racing Excellence. Moving on now to the Roger Bertram medalist for Modified Racing Excellence, brought to you by Pokeno Auto Centre. Big thank you to Brett Parsons for coming on to support that initiative. No changes at the top for that as well. Newton Gorge and Jason Kalin still holding the top 2 positions right there. Brad Lane moves up to third after winning the Waikato Championship the other couple of weeks back. Kins will be able to back me up on that one. Cody Harter down to fourth. Aidan Crawford rounding out the top 5. Brett Parsons, Luke Keegan, Kaylee Brooks, Brief, Kaylin, and Kane Botherway rounds out the top 10 for the Pokeno Auto Centre Roger Bertram Modified Awards of Excellence. And moving on to our last segment for the evening, it is the Shane Penn medalist for Super Stock Racing Excellence. No changes for the first five placings there. Todd Hemingway still your leader there at the top. Dale Robertson, he's been consistent as well. Jaden Ward, as we seen, he won the 240s last week. Scotty Tennant, man, those Christchurch boys are doing pretty good at the moment. He's up to fourth as well. Hamish Booker doing good things out of Stratford there to round out the top 5. Cody McKee, your new entrance into the top 10 there, plus 11 spots to be in 6th position. Theon Henderson, William Humphreys, Ross Ashby, no doubt Books will be happy about that one as well, and Alex Hill to round out the top 10 for the Shane Penn medalist for Superstock Racing Excellence, boys.
Up 6 points, horse.
Yeah. He's been going good too, I must add. We can probably all say it's probably down to his new car, man. It's a new car like that also comes with a newfound confidence, and man, he's been getting really good this season, man. A good old horse, old school man himself. But boys, it's all about this weekend. As I mentioned earlier in the telecast, it's the one we've been looking forward to the most. It is the greatest show on the NZ Dutech Superstock Teams Champs, and 12 teams will check themselves into Robertson Prestige International Speedway for this weekend's teams racing. I can't wait to get down there, man. I fly out of Christchurch on Friday morning at Craig Boot AM in the morning, and I think I get in at about Peter Rees AM, I think, just in time for Spoko. No. Boys,
Christchurch Airport, you have to walk so far, Ammz, to get to the plane. I had to do some miles getting on and off the plane at Christchurch. I couldn't believe it. I needed you to come down and give me a piggyback.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You'll probably squash me anyway, but that's all.
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I would.
You squash me on the ground like a pancake, man. Come on. Anyway, but, I mean, yeah. As I said, boys, I look forward to getting back to Palmy and reacquaint myself with the All Stars guys. Big thank you to the All Stars team for having me back on board, and I had fun with those guys last year. Looking forward to reconnecting with those guys again, man. And also seeing all our other Speedway friends and families from around New Zealand also making the annual pilgrimage to Palmy Roadie, whatever you may call it, race fans. If you're heading to Palmy, I look forward to seeing you there this weekend, or if you're going elsewhere to catch your Speedway fix, man, be safe out there. All our drivers, and I need to say this, man, I have a ton of respect to all our drivers that are participating in the Teams Champs this week. It's not an easy thing going out on that track and putting your bodies and cars on the line for entertainment pleasure, man. I think you guys would just find it hard going out the pit gate, to be honest. And I give it up to you guys, man. Just the sacrifice that you guys are making to just to, as I said, for our entertainment value, man, it's really tremendous, and you probably don't hear it too much, but for myself personally and the boys here on the Kokpit show, man, best of luck to all drivers, regardless of what team you race for, regardless of what club you come from, man. Just get out there, go fun, give it your all, put on a show, do your whānau proud as well as your sponsors, man. And looking forward to another weekend of some awesome Superstock teams racing. Boys, Books, I know you're going to enjoy yourself at the Burt Munro as well. And as I said, I look forward to getting down to seeing what that's all about in a not too distant future. But boys, for myself here and Garrett pushing the truck behind me as well, it's all good. But till next week, I'll see you guys at Palmy.
That's awesome, bro. And all I can say about teams is, he's gone. You got rid of him, Kins. We're still talking. Look at that, Ammz, eh? He just got rid of you like that, eh? Like, you don't want you here, bro.
That's all good. He doesn't want me here.
All I was going to say is the same as Ammz. The drivers, awesome. Good luck to every driver. But one big thing to remember, don't forget your beach balls. That's all I'm going to say.
Footy ball.
Bring back the beach ball,
You mean the footy ball? Yeah, no, we'll bring the footy ball. We'll put up a couple of Gary Owens and a couple of grubbers and drop kicks. So it's all good. It's all good.
All right, you can send them away now, kids.
Oh, like he's talking now, but we can't hear him. He has to text us what he's saying.
Oh,
so.
shit. Oh, what did he written? Oh,
One job.
Put it back on the new man.
All right, we'll see you later, the Mirror Tani Whanau. See you later. See you on Friday. He does a good job for the All-Stars. Like everyone out there who's done jobs for the build-up to the teams. I've seen all the social media. I've seen all of the T-shirts. I've seen all of the merch. Everyone out there has done an amazing job around the big event as well. And like Ammz said, he arrives at Peter Rees o'clock in the morning into Palmerston North, but everyone that's arriving down there whenever you're traveling, like Booker said, please be safe out there. Enjoy the big show. We are back on Wednesday, bringing you, of course, the winners from the big weekend that was held at the Tool Shed, Paradise Valley Speedway, a couple of weeks back, even though it was split up by rain. But otherwise, good luck to all teams. Just reiterating what Ammz said. It's a big show, so safe travels. Mate, Books, glad you caught up with me down there in Invercargill. I know Jason's looking after you, and go around there and stomp on his lovely, lush green lawn. Make it look like a mess. And we'll catch up with you when we catch up on Wednesday, mate.
100%, yeah. And I just, I also reiterate, thank you to all our guests that took the time to join us tonight. We appreciate you taking time out of your day to come talk to us and talk to the fans. So thank you so much for that. Wish you all the best for your rest of your season. And to everyone this weekend, enjoy, be safe. And we'll see you all again next week. Thank you so much. See you.
See ya.
Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bub and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot, Nanny.